Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to the channel of upright men and women. Guys, let me say this again. The advisor channel is a teaching channel. It is where you come to learn, because I believe that knowledge is power, and that the one way that I can wake my people up is by imparting knowledge. And of course, hopefully learn from those who come on my channel. Which is one of the reasons why I visit my comment section and read every comment. Because this channel is a platform for intellectual discourse and interchange. And if this is your first time on this channel, do subscribe if you are one of those who craves knowledge and appreciate the value of the power of knowledge. Now, going through my comment section yesterday, I see a comment from a person, the name is God Saves. And God Saves made a comment pertaining to this video that I had put out day before yesterday. I think it was. She said, why the PM have to be in the thumbnail? Because of course, this video was extolling the virtues and wonderful talents of Jamaica's current Commissioner of Police, Dr. Kevin Blake. Yeah man, me see a man who used to criticize Dr. Blake in the beginning when he just took office, have now become one of his greatest fans. Now, her comment was, why the PM have to be in the thumbnail? God Saves, I'll tell you this. The answer to that is right there in the video. Obviously, you never even watch half of the video, or you would have found your answer. And to you, God Saves, and anyone else who is wondering why the Prime Minister's picture is in that thumbnail, I would like you to go back to the video. And you don't have to watch the entire video. Go to minute 12. It is a 15-minute video, but I want you to go to 12 minutes. And just and just listen from 12 minutes to the end. And when you are through, tell me why the Prime Minister's thumbnail does not belong in the video. And if you can provide me with a justifiable list, I am going to put it out on the channel and let everybody know why the Prime Minister's picture does not belong there. Okay, that's a challenge for anybody who thinks that way, or for anybody who needs to know the role that the Prime Minister had played in all of this. Now, let me move on to today's topic. Guys, today's topic is very deep. Not the light little superficial ones that you'll find elsewhere. That's why I call this, a thinking channel. Now, yesterday I had published a video pertaining to Medikk and how she met her horrible death at the hands of a lowlife to whom she had been in a relationship with. But today, I'm going to teach more lessons, because this is a learning channel. Me keep saying it, but me have to keep on say it. The only person who no stay over here so are them people who no know nothing and don't want to know nothing. And the irony of that is the people who know the most are the ones who come over here so to learn more. And that is just a sad fact of life. But let's get into it. In this video, you are going to learn as men, because 2/3 of my viewers and subscribers are men. And men, most of you are middle-aged. But these are things I wanted to teach your sons and your grandsons. And for those of you who are still in the dating game, this is for you. Incidents like what happened to Medikk happens when two of the most sordid and despicable people come together. Consequences like these are inevitable. So I'm going to give you a background of Medikk's life and teach men how to avoid being robbed and clowned out by people like Medikk. It has been said, that we should not speak evil of the dead. But in cases where you speak the truth, be it good or evil, pertaining to the dead, it is justified as long as it can teach life's lessons, so that those who are alive can learn what not to do to get themselves in that kind of entanglement. Now, me tell you now all the while, to be careful of who you share body fluids with. And this story of Medikk has proven most profoundly my position that one needs to be careful who they share body fluids with. First of all, let's look into the background of Medikk. Medikk's mother was a dancer and a stripper in nightclubs. And she did that for many years. And I don't need to tell anybody the kind of life a person who strips in nightclub lives. Now, after being on that circuit for many years and having 2 daughters, she decided to quit that scene and find a husband. And where did she go to find that husband? In the church. And there happened to be in this church a group of women who were sisters. And this lady, her name is Millicent McCordy. That is Medikk's mother. And Millicent McCordy friend up these women in the church and told them that she's looking a husband. And before I go any further, some of you may be asking, Medikk dead and gone. Why I dig up her past for? What is up to do with anything? Well, let me say it plain. I preach social Darwinism or eugenics, a scientific philosophy which affects everybody. And because there are so many lessons to be learned from these deep lessons, I go carry it because knowledge is power. Oh, let me continue. She told everybody in the church that she was seeking a husband. And some gullible women said, oh, I have a lovely brother, a nice brother. He's divorced. He's running business. He's into building construction. He builds plazas. He builds houses. And he's an overall good guy. And a father of 2. And introductions were made. She fall in love with the man. The man fall in love with her. Moon says she fall in love with the man. Because, when you have a parasitic mentality, you just look for a host to grab onto. Grab onto him, married him, after a few years, broke him foot, took the money, and got build up one of the biggest meat and grocery business in Westmoreland. Remember that this lady had offered up to $1 million for the safe recovery of her daughter. And this is a lady who just a few short years before was working stripping in a nightclub. Now we move closer to the crux of the matter. I want you guys to take a good look at Medikk. This look, the caricature of this individual, is the perfect example of what not to get yourself involved with. Any woman will look like this, run. Remember, them say the chip no fall from the block. The 2 previous men that it's known that Medikk was with were men with money and were older than her. I don't want to call their names, but I've heard because these men want to keep things a bit hush-hush. But one owned bar and nightclub. Chip no fall far from the block. I told you about eugenics. The reason why she was with this boy we kill her was not because she loved him, but like all parasites, When they suck out one host, they move on to go on to latch themselves on to another host and suck it out. Now, this guy, according to what I'm hearing, was a drug pusher, gun runner, and done for a community. But guess what? He had money, and over and above all other considerations, when a parasite is latching on to you, there is nothing about morality or principles or ethics to their game. Once they can suck you out, they're sucking you out like vampire. And of course, when she was with this guy, she was also playing around with other men that she thinks she could suck out dry at the same time. This guy found out and he warned her. But, you see, when you're a parasite, there is no such thing in you as morality. Only one thing in the mind or in the tendencies and proclivities of a parasite is to latch onto a host and suck it to death or almost to death before hopping on and sucking on to another host. And that is how a parasite survives. And every woman who is a parasite, I would say every, but 99 out of every woman who is a parasite looks like this. False hair, false eyelash, false eyebrow, false skin color. Although, on the face of it, I don't think her skin color is false because her mother, Millicent McCurdy, is actually very light-skinned. So she may or may not be rubbing herself on the side. Men, tell your sons when them a look woman, if you look real woman. Anyone with favor powder monkey, plastic powder we're making in Japan, don't look that way. These are red flags. Medikk played the game and played it too hard and was too ruthless in playing the game, and it caused her death. Any woman who used to look like this is very shallow. Or, let me cut it back, 99 out of every 100 women look like this is shallow. Unintelligent, uneducated, lacking in morals, etiquette, principle, dignity, pride, self-respect, and ambition. But no, some of them we have ambition, But of course, the ambition surrounds using men as stepping stones to get to where they are. Women you still look like this, them are thief. Which is the reason why I say, we need to look into people's background before we lie with them or before we talk about relationship. And one important thing to note, only shallow men fall for something like this, looking like this. You see, when you don't have nothing, no intelligence, no real talent, you use your body, you use your face and your body to catch the horse where you want to latch on to. Because, bear in mind, any man who falls for something like this, he is also very shallow. Shallow as folk. Because no high value man on the face of this earth would find sitting where look like this attractive. If you have plastic here, then hold on. Why shouldn't I believe that you have plastic smile? Like what Black Uhuru sing about. No show I no teeth, plastic smile can work. No, seriously, if your eyebrow are plastic, and your eyelash are plastic, and your hair are plastic, and your powder up and mark up with all kind of different color war paint, where is the true you? If everything pan your fake, including your ass and breast, or you tell me when I lay down in a bed with you and wear a screw, I must believe that you have a real orgasm? As far as me concerned, all your orgasm fake. Men, teach your sons, when them a look woman, to look women who are natural. Natural hair, natural eyelash, natural eyebrows, and natural skin color. Any woman who can face the world out there with her true attributes, her true physical and facial attributes, that woman will be sincere. That woman is sincere. She keeps things real. Oh, and one more important thing before I go. Look pan up at the place here, right up at this, where you see this little arrow. Any woman where you see have this, them call it what, baby hair. If you see that pan a woman, no make she even ask you the time pan road and you answer her. You see she come near you, run. So, Medikk played stupid games and she won stupid prizes. And this is a family sick. So, nobody should expect that anybody that come from Mrs. McCorley will ever be any better. Because as we say, blood follow vein. He who has ears to hear, let him hear. Thanks for watching. Like, share, leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.